Hey everybody, this is Tambio and I'm back with another video, and this time I have some Gobots, or should I say Machine Robo. So these are actually supposed to be masterpiece quality Gobots. These are actually official things. These aren't like a third party type of thing. They're they're pretty good quality. They have a lot of die cast in them. The plastic quality is really good. And they all come with bases, which is an added bonus. So here we are. We're taking a look at the box. Most of them have their original Machine Robo names. This one does not, for some reason. They're actually naming him Rod Drill. He's supposed to be Drill Robot or Drill Robo. I don't know why they weren't able to get that name or whatever, but I understand why they did it in Machine Robos rather than Gobots, because Transformers owns the rights to all the Gobots names and the term Gobot, so we have to go with the Machine Robo series. So this is number 2 out in that series, and number 1 hasn't come out just yet, but I will be getting him whenever he does come out, and I'll be bringing you a review of him. So, and then if you don't know, the number 1 is Psykill. So yeah, that's the number 1 bad guy leader. So yeah, he's definitely going to be in the collection. Well, looking at the box, we can see the figure here in his robot form. And these boxes are pretty nice. They have a lot of decoration on them. You have a closer up picture in black and white in here, and then his picture. Then looking on the side, you have this, and then you have him in his alternate mode. Yeah, so you do have him in both modes up here. And then looking at it again, you have it reversed. In the back, it's same as that. So on the top, you have that, and on the bottom you have basically some choking hazard warnings and such. And then you have the sticker that says AP on it. Alright, so let's go ahead and just dive into this thing. So, I know a lot of times I don't do unboxing on the video, but I'll go ahead and do it for these, because they're sort of a little bit on the smaller side. It's kind of hard to see. So here are the instructions. And then it's 2 clamshells. So you have the clamshell for the bases, or for the base, and then you have the clamshell for the figure itself. So his instructions are right here, and they're decent instructions. They're kind of like everything that we've ever seen. These are in color, and then the portions that are supposed to be transformed are in red. So this is only one side. There's nothing on that side. And then it has a kind of extra sheet here that says tips, and basically these are things that aren't really gone into detail within the instructions, that they want you to kind of be mindful of while you're transforming them, and things to look out for, like you can actually leave his weapons on in his alternate mode. His excuse me, his shin guards right here, how to properly fold them out of the way so that you can rotate the legs around, and I'll show all that stuff to you. You got to pay attention to the orientation of the calves in here, and then this is going over the hand and how it tabs into the tread right here. So I'll go over all that stuff in this video, so you don't really need to worry about that. So we'll start out with the bases and how to put those together. There's a couple of configurations in the instructions, and I'll go over both of them. But both of them start out with the base, if I can get this out, basically locking in like that. So these bases can then lock in upon themselves. So if you have multiple figures, you can lock these in, say like so, or like that. You know, on any of the sides. I'm just kind of showing it to you with just one set of bases. So you get this right here, and this is the stand holder. Basically, it holds these 2 pieces, locks these 2 pieces together, so they're not going to come apart. And then you have these pieces right here. So for one of the configurations, it's kind of a ramp. What you want to do is take this, and there's a little tab right here. There's the hole that goes right here, and you just tab that into there. And then that'll fit like that. And you take this, tab that into there like this, and it kind of starts making a ramp. And then you tab these into here. See, there's the tab, and then there's the holes. This kind of more resembles a kind of a docking bay type thing to me. You have this ramp that's kind of at an angle. So the main way that you're going to set these up is kind of hard to... come on. Okay, so it's going to go like this. The main way is you're going to take this and you're going to tab this into here like that. And then this will tab into here, and then these will tab back onto here. This. Like that, and then you have your stand, and then you take these little pieces. These are then the stand, or the spacers for the stand. And then they do have these little notches in there, so you can use them as part of the building. Like, you can use them as connecting, like if you're going to connect this one to another one, you can tab this on there and it'll hold the two pieces together. So you go like that. And these are all these are all ratcheting, so you know you have that satisfying click there, and then that goes in like that. And you can see it's pretty tall for the figure itself. The figure itself isn't very tall, so you can actually probably just use one of these, and it would help enough for holding the figure up. And I'll kind of go into that in a little bit whenever I get the figure out. So I just wanted to show those off really quickly here. Alright, so here's the figure itself. Oops, stuff's coming out. This right here is actually the connector bit that will connect him to the stand, the flight stand, or the standy stand. These are his weapons that go on his forearms, and then this is his extra drill bit for his vehicle mode. Okay, come on, I can't grab him very well. Alright, so first thing you'll want to do is you want to take these, and they fit on either side. They're both exactly the same, so you just basically tab them under the arm, and I'll show that a little bit better here. So there's a notch right here that goes into the fist, and then these two portions go into here, into this first ridge, or into this first hole portion. See, like that. And then you just push it in like that, and you have it. You have his little pounders or whatever, along with the little bladed weapons on his arms. So, first thing out of the box, what you want to do is you have to take this, and then you have to transform the the hill portion. So you have to flip this around and it's a little scary at first because it's really tight and it makes a squeaky noise when you twist it, but it's I think it's going to be okay. I haven't messed with that before. That's the first time I saw that part move, so I just wanted to real quickly. Alright, so here is the figure, and I'll go ahead and show how to transform him into his alt mode. And his alt mode is it's a drilling platform type thing that you can drill into the earth with like a mining drill. Alright, so first thing what you want to do is you want to take these shoulders, actually you take the arms and you want to rotate them around so that the blades are in the front then. And like I said before, you don't actually have to remove the blades, which is a good thing. You can keep the weapons all snugged into his arms. So if you didn't see that, there's a notch in the shoulder right here, and then there's a little ridge right there. So at the gray, you will twist it, and then it will tab into that arm right there. You just kind of, what you want to do is you just want to cross these over for right now, and then we're going to take this back portion right here, and we're going to untab this and move it up like this, but we got to take this and rotate this around again. I think that's like that. So up, rotate the heel around, go like that. And you see how you have to get this kind of out of the way because it is it kind of gets in the way of the thighs whenever you're flipping it around. And you'll go ahead and tab the leg portions together. It'll probably fall apart, but don't worry about it. Just take this, rotate this around. So you got to kind of force it around his thighs. Alright, so there's that right there. And you'll take, as I was mentioning the hands earlier, you see that there's a tab attached to that tread right there. And you want to make the hand grab onto that. See, like that. And then you'll take this, you'll rotate these up, and then they'll tab into, on the bottom of the foot right here, they'll tab onto the back of the drill. And then these panels flip out of the bottom of the feet. And you'll rotate them down, and there's kind of a notch in the body that will kind of push the foot into, and then you just push that in. It kind of covers up the hole in there. So push that in, hide some of the red also. Just make sure everything is just nice and snug in there. And there's a little drill robot, or the little drilling vehicle. It does have wheels on here, but they're so small that they don't really function very well. He'll still push. You can still push him fairly well, but alright, so you can leave it like this. I don't really care. It's with the short drill bit here, or if you want the long one, you can pop the head off. It's on a ball joint, and then you can just pop this back on, and then you have a very long drill. So. All right, and so to transform him back. To transform him back, sorry, I'm kind of getting over something. What we're going to do is just go in basic reverse. So we'll go ahead and we'll put the head back on. Oh, wow. That kind of wanted to come out. That's the first time that I had done that, so. Put the head back on. And then we want to lift these up. Take these, detach them from here. Try to get these in a location where they're not hindering any of the transformation. Alright, and then push in the hand so that they're not holding on to the legs anymore. There we go. And take and rotate these around. There we go. So rotate this down. Twist the heel portion around. Okay. And then we can unattach the legs and then just push this into here. Flip this panel down underneath the foot. Right, and then flip out the arms again. Rotate the forearms around, and he's back into his robot mode. Right, so as I was stating before, there is die cast on this figure, and the die cast consists of this area right here, and then part of the legs. I think it's the inside portion of it. This part right here, the outside portion, I do believe is plastic, but the inside portion right here is die cast. You can kind of tell if you're looking at it with your eyes. I don't know how well it's translating. You can kind of tell it's really shiny where the metal is, and then it's a little bit duller. You can tell the difference. So that's how I can kind of tell with the yeah, that's metal. With where the die cast is, and most of them, it's the die cast is in the chest region, along with some of the legs. But I haven't had any problems with the ball joints. The ball joints are very nice and stiff, so they're holding everything together. So we'll go over articulation really quickly here. The head's on a ball joint, so you can move it up and down a little bit, twist it left and right. You can go all the way around. There's a ball joint right here at the shoulder. It's a forward, back, and then there's a cut to make it move out. Then there's two different joints here for the shoulders, or for the elbows. There's a joint right here, a pin joint, and then a ball joint that allows you to bend the elbow and then twist the arm. I think, no, there's nothing there at the wrist. Thought maybe there was a swivel at the wrist. No wrist articulation. You can twist the waist. It is on a ball joint, so you can actually do a little bit of a crunch. Then you come up here, and this is a ball joint, so you got out, you got back, you got a little bit of forward. This thing flips up a little bit, but it only goes forward a little bit, so you can only get it out about that far. His leg, that's about as far forward as he's going to go, so he's not going to be doing any high kicks anytime soon. So you have your mushroom peg right here that allows you to twist. Then you have your knee joint. It's really supposed to be there, but they have two of them. So. And then the foot is on a ball joint that allows you to twist and move it up and down. And this is also on a ball joint, so you can move that around a little bit too. Alright, so to connect him with his base, he comes with this piece right here. And this piece will attach to his back right here. So you can see that there's a little, like a little notch in there, and there's a little ridge right here. So you just basically go like that. And like I was kind of saying, you don't really need all of these, so you can go like this and move that up like that, and that'll kind of get you what you need. He's not even touching the ground right now, but you know, he really doesn't need a stand for this formation or for this mode, because his legs are strong enough that he can hold himself up. He can stand up. So. But that's how the stand works. So real quickly, some size comparisons, because he is supposed to be masterpiece. We'll show him next to the smallest masterpiece that we have, which is Bumblebee. So there's Bumblebee, and so you can tell he's pretty small. So we'll go to the next size. We got Lamvor here, or Sideswipe, and we're starting to get where we're able to tell size difference now. So he's pretty small. He's not a fairly big figure, but for the price point, I don't mind it. It's not going to break my bank. So, and then there's Optimus, the MP10. So, and he's standing behind him. So that's a very big, very dramatic difference in sizes here. Alright, so that'll be it for Drill Robo, or Rod Drill, or if you want to call him by his Gobot name, a Screwhead. So don't forget to check out all my other videos. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. This has been Tambiota, and I'll see you guys next time.